5:30, my throat hurts. And I also just realized that I never even finished editing my video from last week. Actually, I never even loaded the videos to do it. So I'm a little behind. And yeah, I wish I was still sleeping. Good morning, YouTube. It is after kindergarten. It is 9:22 and yeah, they were good. One of the students withdrew. That was particularly difficult, so it did make for an easier time, not gonna lie. I brought my breakfast, so I better eat it now because it's got milk. So I brought cereal that I've couponed, and I am going to finish doing the thing that I always say I'm gonna do, which is grades. They are due tomorrow, and yeah, so I plan on finishing them pretty much right here, right now, because we do have a faculty meeting later, and I don't want to stay any farther after that. So I am gonna buckle down and get it done. So with that, I need to find the website, which I know it, but it's like I have to bring it up. And then just grade. So I am looking forward to finishing that up, and I don't feel quite as bad. I still kind of feel a bit congested, but I'm gonna power through. If I get a fever, obviously I'll have to leave and come up with some sub plans, because I do not have my sub tub ready, and that's gonna be something that I need to go ahead and work on eventually soon, because especially in this season, you never know when you get sick or when something happens, or if Killian gets sick and I have to be at home. So that will probably be a part of my new updates for this week, is getting that together just in case. So I will check back in later, hopefully with good news about grades being done.
I got this, look!
Good job! Quick update, I am not completely done with the grades. I still just have 5th grade, and that's it, and then I have to put in the behavior grades, which shouldn't take too long, honestly. And it's lunchtime. I'm going to enter in the assignments and then go eat lunch, and if I have any time left, start entering in some grades, and with whatever time I have left throughout the day, I will sneak on over here and do a little bit here and a little bit there. But so far, all my classes this day has been so simple and so easy, because the students are just following instructions. How, I will never be able to explain this. It is day 2 of the rotation, so I'm pretty sure today is just, the classes are actually very good. But tomorrow is Halloween, so at any moment this could end, but I don't think that's gonna happen today. I think today is gonna be pretty good. So yep, just gonna keep on keeping on and enjoy my lunch half hour, less than half an hour. Good morning and happy Halloween. I am finally in my room. This morning I had to be in the front office, and I had to help start counting money for the school-wide fundraiser. I can't even talk. For the school-wide fundraiser, which was popcorn, and I still owe. I still owe for that. Okay. Anyways, this Halloween I am wearing my pumpkin earrings and a spider web shirt that I made last year, so I don't mind repeating it. I came back to my room to kind of get ready for 2nd grade and clean up a little bit, because my room is still a mess, complete mess, and I won't even have time, I think, to plan today. So hopefully I'm not needed tomorrow, because I am gonna be behind as far as planning goes. That's the way it is. All right, so I'm gonna get started, and if I have time to catch up with you later, I will. But as far as now, we're just doing the same rotation. It's the last day. It's only second grade, so I'm just setting up those and doing some cleaning. If anything is exciting, I'll pop back on. But it's probably not going to be exciting. Okay, it's the aftermath of our centers, and I'm just going to go around and show you some of the centers that we were doing that are really, I think are really good, and they really enjoyed them. This was, I got it off of Pinterest because it just looks so cute. This is called Feed the Monster. And for this class, and there are a bunch of different ways you can do it. For this class, I was working on Soul and Me to get them to sing them correctly and also play them correctly. So I did color coordinate for students that might need a little extra help. And I have, you know, Soul and Me. Me is down low and Soul is up high, of course. And they are color coordinated. The green is Soul and the yellow is Me, just in case they needed that extra help. And I did like that I only had one set of these boom markers over here because when they were playing I was able to hear if they were following my instructions and doing it correctly. I did make these cards using just some clip art from the computer that was already in the PowerPoint, like the clip art options. So, and then I just put the Soul and the Me on top of them. So I have it saved, obviously, so then I can go back and do, you know, change it up and do it a different way if I wanted. So there was that. I also did the same thing with these cards with another grade. We were doing piano and forte. So these cards had piano sounds and forte sounds, and they would roll a dice. Here's a dice right here. They would roll the dice, and then they would have to find, if they landed on piano, find a card with piano in it, or if they landed on forte. And then they feed the monster, and that's what they would do. So that was very good. It was interactive, and they really enjoyed it. Over here, this was just kind of a filler. It was a decorate the pumpkin, but it had to be with music symbols. So this one's really... I did have a reading station for some classes because some of them were a little more higher energy and needed some way to chill. The other classes that were ready for it, we used these cards with these various spooky words, we'll say, and rhythms, and they would make a pattern of a word chain of 4 cards, and if they could say it, then they could use the blocks to play it out. And they really liked that because they noticed they did not have to worry about where they were striking the instrument. They could choose any blocks, any combination, as long as they used the words, and they were making their own songs. So they really liked that. Over here, they were tracing just to, you know, practice the piano and the forte. I did this mostly with my first graders, and then there was a game with monsters and eyeballs. They kept falling off, so I just kind of replaced this with that one, or replaced that one with this, because honestly second graders could use the practice in writing some music symbols. And then there was more fun with crayons over here, and all of the papers are gone because they loved it and they wanted to take them home. So yeah, overall the students really enjoyed it. Oh, I had other, walk with me. I had some other things over here. I had gotten this off of Teachers Pay Teachers, and these make, these are puzzles that make candy corns, and my 5th graders were putting them together and trying to play the notes, and they discovered that for notes like this, you must breathe very softly. So they really liked that. And then another station that my 5th graders did. This game is called BAM. I can't remember who I got this idea from. I think it was Miss Wonderly. But I put these stickers with the you know, how to play. Like, for example, the F sharp, this is the fingerings for it. So you pull out your stick and you play it. If you get it right, you get to keep it. And then you keep going, right? Each player goes and they play all these different notes. And then there's some sticks in here that say BAM. I can't find it right now. But if you pull out the BAM, then you have to put all of your sticks back. I can't find it. Is this one? Yes. BAM! So, and I made it super easy on myself by making these stickers to put on them. And that was like way better than drawing them by hand. So, totally worth it. Anyways, that's pretty much it. And I did have my regular BAM game that I made, and I did that with students that were not playing recorders yet. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. I thought that they got more out of this than me just trying to, you know, get them to quiet down. You know, they just went off into their stations because they know how they work, and yeah, and it made for a really good time for most of our classes. So I definitely will be pulling this concept out during holiday weeks, we'll say, the weeks of the most hecticness. So I'm gonna go to lunch, and then I'm gonna come back and try to clean up the mess, the aftermath. And look, my poor instruments are all just pushed back because I just knew if I used them this week, they would have gotten broken. So next rotation we'll bring them back, but this rotation is done. I am out. This is a record. I am in my car. It is 3:18. I'm gonna go get my son. It is Halloween. I think it's gonna be raining because it's kind of sprinkly right now. So I don't know how that's gonna work out, but I'm gonna go grab him up. They called me and said that he was not feeling, he didn't look like he was feeling too well. Like he doesn't have a fever, but he feels warm. So I really hope that as soon as I pick him up, he just feels better, because I was really looking forward to today. But if not, we could just stay in and pass out candy, no big deal. Because next year, you know, as he gets older, it'll get more fun for him. So we'll see what happens. If anything, his costume is basically pajamas anyways. So no big deal. I will talk with y'all tomorrow. It is my free day. So I do have lunch duty on the ticket, and I have, you know, helping out in the office also, and we'll see what happens if I need to be a teacher or if I can be me. Okay, the day is over. I look interesting, and the lighting is kind of awful because there is a big giant truck next to me. I'm actually here to pick up Killian, and we're gonna head home. I had violin today after school. I had all day. I don't want to say it was all day because there was a lot of extra stuff I was doing for the school. I had to help count some money for the school-wide fundraiser, and that kind of took up some of my planning time. Because I was already helping and I couldn't just leave. And then I was in the cafeteria for an hour and a half doing cafeteria duty. Then I had lunch, and I went ahead and had a working lunch. And I worked all through lunch all the way to the end of the school day, and I still don't feel very prepared for the new rotation beginning tomorrow. So hopefully if I have the energy, I can kind of look over that stuff at home. Excuse me, I'm still not feeling great. My throat hurts very much right now, but I'm just gonna have to press on. And if I don't have a fever, then I'm not sick. And I don't, that I know of. So yeah, when I get home, you know, I'm gonna be just on mom duty though. I'm just gonna do me and Killian and Ken, and just like family. And then after Killian goes to sleep, hopefully it won't be too late, and I can just kind of pull that stuff out and take a look at it. And if there's anything I need to get done between now and tomorrow morning, I can get that done. And if it's something that I can wing, it just might be something that I wing. I wing it until the weekend, and that I can do it, because I know I have various things in my room that I can use to complete the lessons. It's just a matter of not having to go out and find them while I'm in the middle of teaching it, because that kind of takes away from the magic. So anyways, I'm gonna get Killian and start the end of my day. Good morning. It's Thursday and I am definitely feeling less than 100% today. I had to stand out in the misty rain opening car doors because I have morning duty this week. I do have all classes today. I didn't get a chance to really go over my lesson plans, so I'm going to do that very quickly. I am also rearranging everybody's seat for the new 9 weeks, because that just has to happen this time. We need to switch things up and get some kids sitting in different places, different locations and whatnot. So I am gonna start to look at all that stuff and get various props, if you will, and things together to make it a little bit easier, and hopefully the students will be nice and quiet-ish today, so that I do not have to speak too much or too loudly. In fact, I might not speak at all, and we'll see if they pay attention a little bit more, because I know my choir in middle school, they would listen a lot more on days that I just didn't even talk. I would write down small instructions and then get my arms up and wave my arms, and they would just start and do what I wanted them to do, because Miss Mina's can't talk, to be nice to her. So I'm gonna play it up, I hope. Wish me luck today. Good morning, TGIF. It's Friday, and I need it to be Friday, and I need the weekend. My weekend is jam-packed, and I am highly considering having a sub on Monday to kind of recover from not allowing myself to rest during when I'm kind of sick. I still haven't had a fever. Pretty much this whole week has just been, I could feel it coming, and then yesterday was probably the worst. My throat just hurt. I was fine throughout the day as far as just making it work, and relied more on the kids to do the music making, which is good. And today should be fairly similar. I can't even talk. It should be, excuse me, fairly similar. But then, between getting everything ready and getting everything done, I'm going to start thinking about how I can make my lessons a little more user-friendly, and if it's impossible, then leaving something that the kids can accomplish while I'm away, and then picking up where we left off. So yeah, that is today's goal, is to just kind of get sub stuff ready in case I really do need to take that extra day to rest, and if I need to go to the doctor or anything. So I will keep you informed on how that goes, but everything should be all okay today, up until the end of the day.